Hello and welcome. It's lovely to have your company. Brand new one day special. I was saying to Maria, oh, it's been ages. She said it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It feels way longer than a week since me and you've done a show together.
Well, there you go.
Well, fancy that. I love the Groovi system. It's just been such a game changer. I mean, and the Groovi, this was your sort of what if, wasn't it? This was one of your absolute moments.
Yeah.
So ding, those light bulb moments.
Who knew where this would lead?
It's been massive.
Yeah,
it's been massive. And I think the stuff that you can create is just phenomenal. There's so many plates and every time it's really busy. This is your one day special and these are beautiful. Wait till you see finished samples, I'll show you loads. But these are lovely. They're lovely, Maria.
They certainly are. These are fab. So what we've got is our 5x5 plates. These are our Panoramic collection. So what we've got is, we've got 4 designs and we've got them in 2 sizes. The one you can see here is the little ones,
yes,
which are cool. So again, more versatility because you've got 2 sizes. Now each of these designs you can use them independently on their own, or you can put them side by side and turn them into this long, beautiful panoramic scene.
Amazing.
It's completely up to you. But then also what we've got here, you'll see around the edges here, we've got all sorts of elements and accents and just lots of lovely, lovely extras to really cram the detail on that plate. So what we can get here is all seasons in actual fact. You know, we've got, and I think these plates really are for all seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at them, shall I show you some samples?
Yeah, some beauties.
This is exactly what Maria means. So when you're saying panoramic, bang, there you go. This is from Lovely Jane. That's
Jane.
Stunning. So they actually line up beautifully.
They do indeed. So you can see here there's no seams or anything like that. It's just literally one very beautiful long scene. So this is all 4 of the smaller size.
Wow.
You could use 2 together, you could use 3 together, or as Jane's done here, 4.
That looks amazing.
They're just superb.
Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. This one by Lovely Glenys.
Yeah.
I love it because when you open
that out, how gorgeous is that? So you can use them in you know, various combinations as well. They really are so lovely, whether you are a beginner or whether you have been sort of parching for a long time. You can get your techniques on here.
Stunning.
They're just the team obviously have loved these as well.
Yeah, they have. You can
another
tell.
One from Glenys. So Glenys has made a coaster here. How nice is that?
Yeah, that's excellent.
That's, you know, there's a gift right away. I like with Groovi being able to produce gifts as well as just cards, because then you know they don't just go into a box. They're out all the time. They're, you know, they're visible. Now look at that. This is gorgeous. This is from Josie.
You do want to touch it, don't you? That feels fabulous.
It does. Well, that's embossed using one of our grids as well, and then some perforating. And then there you see the really cool paw prints there as well. So again, those are on the surrounding one of the plates as well.
I love it because the plates have so many different elements.
They really are.
That's what I love about the whole system, though. The whole Groovi system. You get so much for your money.
You do indeed.
Because each plate, I mean, this what you're seeing, that border alone, that you could use in so many ways straight away.
Absolutely.
And that's only one element from a border.
It certainly is. Yeah, this is from Sheila, and Sheila doesn't have a parchment background either. I know I mention this every month when I come along, just so that, you know, anybody new coming along that thinks, well, maybe they can't do that. Sheila is you know, really quite new to this, and she's
look at that. And I mean, look at that. She's done all that fussy cutting around that tree. That looks fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. It's the variations as well, isn't it?
Very
I mean, every single one is different. And when you look at that, I mean, that's the leaves around there. When you look at the plates, there isn't a plate with that specific border. I mean, she's built that border.
Exactly.
You know, and this is Josie. Josie has designed that completely herself.
But also around there, you can see obviously there's a picot edge there, but we have dies that will do that as well. But other than that, there is no fussy cutting on there at all. So this is something very, very achievable for somebody new as well.
Yeah. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Right, okay, I won't I'll show you as many as I can. Every time I come, I will show you. Oh, we will, because they're stunning. Yeah, don't you worry. I mean, I'll probably do it in this hour. I'm good at that. Now, it is just a wonderful collection. It's busy. 10% of this brand new collection has already gone. You're saving almost £8. You should be paying £39.95. This is your one-day special. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. 356518. Talking of gorgeous finished samples, we have got a little clip just to give you even more inspiration. Hello, welcome back. Okay, now, continuing the story, we've got the plates, but the gorgeous fresh cuts. Now, I haven't seen these.
Okay,
These particular, the panoramic ones. These are lovely.
These are absolutely gorgeous. So what we've got here is the same format. You can see here the 4 sort of minis, the Diddy 2x2 sizes, and then we've got the all 4 of the 4-inch dies as well. And these will do the same thing. You'll be able to lay these side by side and be able to produce a really cool panoramic scene with these as well. Or again, use them individually. It's completely up to you.
They are just absolutely exquisite, aren't they?
Yeah, they absolutely are. So go on, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, so, independently.
Yeah, independently. Now, these are the Diddies. These are the 2-inch. Now, look at that.
They're so cute.
And, you know, a big frame like that, a big sort of frame around them, you know, how effective is that? And that is literally just cut, you know, from white card with black behind and black card with white behind.
They look beautiful.
They
really looks like a gorgeous piece of art.
Yeah, very
so
much
that's
so.
if you wanted to cut them like that.
Yeah, and then if you wanted them all in a square, because we said about laying them up as a panoramic, but how about putting them on a square card like so?
Yeah, and they'll fit in that square card. If you do want the square cards, we got them on the show, and they are lovely quality, so do get hold of those. So they're the Diddies. Yeah. You could, if you wanted, shall I show the panoramic one with the Diddies?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Because have a look at this.
Isn't that absolutely
beautiful?
That's beautiful. It is gorgeous.
That looks exquisite.
Yeah, just with some of our paper behind there as well. Yeah. You know, that is so achievable, but how effective is that?
Stunning.
Really nice. And also, it can be any season at all, just by, you know, change that by the colours that you use. Really, really nice.
Really, really lovely. So that's the Diddies, but of course, within the whole collection, you've got the larger ones as well.
You have indeed. So again, this is simply cut from black card with white behind. White card with black behind. They're just so elegant. Now I love this. This is kind of like a family tree, that one, isn't it? It's really, it's like a big wise old tree. Really love that.
It's a very strong image, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you can chop, and you know, with these as well, you haven't got to use them as they are. You could chop bits away. You could chop the mountains away if you wanted to. This one's gorgeous because it's got like the roots there. You can see going down below ground as well.
See, for me, that one's very I don't know, it's very folklore, it's very fairy tale, is that one for me? For sure. Obviously, you can get these individually. I say obviously, it's not obvious at all, but you can get them individually. If you do want them individually, there's details at the bottom there, and of course you've got a choice then. layering. They layer beautifully.
They absolutely do. So this is a really great example from Dee, how you can actually use the large dies with the small dies as well. You know, that's gorgeous. And again, it's just black and white, but how, you know, it's a strong, strong piece, that, isn't it?
That looks beautiful.
And again, you know, the coasters. Now, imagine that, the coasters, you know, it's at that time of the year, you know, gift. Isn't it nice to get something that's handmade? These are lovely because they're pergamano coasters, and then some of our designer paper, and then those diddy little die cuts. Those are fabulous, really great gift.
Yeah, absolutely. And very different, obviously. I love that one. Okay, if you do want this collection, so you are getting, you're getting 4 of the big ones. You're then getting the 4 diddy dies, the 4 diddy dies as well. I like saying that.
There's
Sorry,
2
I will.
inches.
Yeah, I'll end up really annoying you with that because it's fabulous to say. Say it at home, it's great. So you are saving £20, saving 20 quid on this.
Wow.
That's amazing. Because you're meant to be paying, meant to be £14.99 for just one of those. Saving £20. And you've got a flexi as well. So if you haven't got these yet, then definitely have a look at that price. 2 payments, just £27.48, opens up a flex basket. You can pop other things in that flexi basket. 842795. Next, we're going for now the stencils. I love it because you've got the whole story. You know, you've got the whole kit and caboodle to choose from, or of course, you can start saving these. Same idea. You've got the bigger ones and then you've got the small ones. Obviously now, with the story, these are way bigger. Oh,
they are. So these are our 7-inch stencils. Same again, we've got the beautiful 4 designs, but then also we've got the smaller size as well, the 5-inch stencils as well, with the lovely diddy image. So nice and bite size, you know, if you want to make smaller cards. And again, as you know previously, with the dies and the groovy, you can turn them into a panoramic scenes as well.
Perfect, of course you will, yeah. Really, really like these. And I think they're the kind of images that you can go to time and time and time
Most
again.
Definitely. That's, you know, for so many different techniques. I mean, this literally from Anne is, you know, she's taken one of the small ones. We've got a couple of our Pico nested dies, black ink pad and stencil card and a stencil brush. How
so
fabulous
easy,
is
but
that?
really effective.
Yeah, very effective.
It's got, because it's you know, that monochromatic look as well, it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, it's elegant. Again, there's another one from Anne here. So again, just a little bit of colour this time, using one of the larger stencils. And then we've got Linda. So Linda's used all 4 of the small ones, a little bit of ink there, a little bit of sort of inky technique. She's had mucky fingers with that. That's good. Look at this.
That's
now
interesting.
this is embossed and it looks like it's got alcohol inks.
Drop alcohol blending,
there you go. Alcohol blend and solution. There you go. Alcohol inks and some embossing. That is very, very cool, isn't it? It looks icy and really,
that is beautiful.
Like that.
I'll show one more. I have to show one more because I love this.
Clean and simple. This is Ari Lane using one of the small ones, and she's actually used one of the Diddy gel plates there as well. She's just blended a couple of colours on with a brayer, laid the stencil on, and just transferred the image as well there.
That's beautiful.
Very clean.
I love that with the hens on that one. That's gorgeous. Now, if you'd love to go for that one, you're saving £5.49. Really good saving again, and freedom saving £22.42 if you're a Freedom member. Freedom members not paying any postage. 269085. Have a look at the website. It's a clarity show, so we have got a lot of goodies on that website. Of course, because we're doing grooving, it means we've got all the groovy and the parchment tools that you require, all the pens, the pencils, etc, etc. But you've got loads more. We were chatting about alcohol inks. They're on there. Gorgeous gilding flakes. They're on there. We've got loads of additionals, like of course the good old gel plate, one of my favourite tools in the world. Yeah, there's tons. So please have a little look, have a little perusal, see if you need anything. Oh, my favourite brayer as well, Speedball brayer. We've got good card packs as well on the show. You'll have seen some of those blank cards. We've got those on, so yeah, do have a little look. If you've questions, email in studio@hochanda.com. If you just want to say hello, then we'd love to hear from you as well. Otherwise, hop on that website and have a little look round, hochanda.com. Okay then, our Maria. Where are we starting today?
Well, we're going to sort of break with tradition a little bit. I was very spoiled for choice. Well, what am I going to do about? We've got the one day special, but we've also got these really cool dies and stencils as well. So I thought I'd do a bit of a fusion, all right? So this is where we're headed. So we're going to use some groovy. We're going to start off groovy, and we're going to use just not one of the scenes. We're going to use the leaves, and we're going to build up a lovely frame, and then we're going to use one of the die cuts for the middle instead of groovy, just to sort of mix it up a bit.
Yeah, well, it shows how everything mixes and matches.
Yeah, very much so.
Because this is the thing, isn't it? You know, you bring out the whole collection, so it is nice to see how they actually work together.
Well, the thing is, what we say is, you know, there are crafters out there who just want to do the parchment, and then there are crafters out there that just want to do the die cutting, and then there are crafters that just want to get their hands mucky and use the stencils. But then there's also people, you know, a lot, and it's growing, who want to do all of it.
Absolutely.
And so if you can combine them, then, you know, happy days, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's make a start. So what I've done, because we're going to build up a bit of a frame here, so I knew that we were going to be strapped for time. We're always strapped for time. So what I've done here is, you'll just see, I've just put these leaves in place, okay, which are down. If I move that out, you'll see them on the plate, just here, like so. Okay, so all I've done is go ahead and I've popped those in place already before I arrived. So I'm going to stick that back down in place, okay. Let's have a little old look.
Beautiful.
There we go.
If you do want that light panel, it's a bit nice as a light panel.
It is a bit nice.
It is a bit nice.
It is a bit
It's
nice.
a fabulous size. It doesn't get hot. It lets you work on it in so many different ways. It just makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does very much, especially if you're going to work with coloured parchments as well. It's got a couple of levels of illumination as well, so you might only want a little bit, or you might, you know, you might want the full. But what we say is, it's desirable but not essential. Okay. Yeah. So, but once you've used one, then you think, I did. I definitely, I really love it. Okay, so I've lined this back up again to where it was. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the plate out and I'm going to flip it around like so. Now this is one of the key sort of purposes of the plate mate. The plate mate was Barbara's idea, something to house these plates, so that you've got a bigger flat working surface, rather than trying to chase your parchment and one little plate around the desk. You know, you've got somewhere then to stick your parchment to, but also it's very functional, because you'll see underneath my growing collection of groovy tabs up there, so I don't lose them. You've also got alphabet on there as well, uppercase and lowercase, so it's really nice to be able to personalise things as well. All right.
The plate mate's such a good idea. You get that in the starter kit. So if this is a brand new adventure for you, that starter kit is really good. I mean, you can literally get hold of that and get cracking. You don't need anything else.
Immediately,
yes. Full instructions. It's really good.
Words and pictures. Yeah, really cool.
And the price, nice affordable price for a brand new hobby. 2 payments, £25. Great Christmas gift is that one. 587104, and that's where the plate mate comes from.
Yes, it does. Okay, right. So you'll see that now I've got these leaves over on this side as well. So let me see. I'm going to start over here, and I've got a little tiny overlap with these leaves. So I'm not going to go through those leaves. I'm going to go around them. There
Wonderful.
We go. So if you're just starting out, if you're going to take the plunge and invest in the starter kit today, then the tool that you would be using is the #1 tool. Right. And that's very clear in the instructions. It explains which tool is which. They are starter tools. There's not lots in there to cause confusion. Okay?
So I love that, because your basics that you use constantly are in that starter kit.
Very much so. Literally, you can, let me just relocate that tab just very slightly, as it's on my design. There we go. You can produce a couple of really beautiful projects straight away when you open the starter kit. Also, it's very portable. You know, you can fit everything that you need to do groovy in you know, a carrier bag as well. It's lightweight, it's clean as well. If you go in somewhere and you want to take it where you know you can't get sort of messy, that sort of thing. And also, it's worth noting that the only thing in the Groovi set, and the only thing there in stock kit that's consumable is the parchments. Everything else, you've got them, look after them, and they're going to look after you for life.
Yeah, the tools that are they're gonna serve you well. If you do want that starter kit, it is cracking. It's there at the bottom of the screen. There's loads of things that I will point out as we're going along, just in case you are brand new. Like Maria's using that fantastic guard. That protects your work as you're actually working, doesn't it?
It does indeed. So what this does for me at the moment, I can lean on this rather than lean on the parchment. So I'm not going to put any sort of greasy paw prints on my work. Also, with the different apertures that's in there, I can focus on one little area if I want to as well. This comes in the accessory pack, which also includes the Groovi tabs that I've used to secure. Yeah, they're everywhere. But they're reusable. It's a pack of 16. They are reusable, and they don't leave any residue on the parchments. And then also in the accessory pack, there is a pack of 20 of the A5 parchment as well.
And it's good quality parchment. I love it because Maria's 16 Groovi tabs are all on here.
Yeah, probably if we count them up, there'll be a couple on the Jack Russell at home as well. And there's probably a couple on the back of my dress, so that's probably the 16. So.
If you do want that one, it's a really good system. And again, because they're reusable, that'll last you absolutely ages. £11.99, that's all. 211682.
Okay, so at the moment, what I've got now is I've got this lovely border of the leaves, okay?
Yeah.
But also on that plate is like the lovely vine border as well.
Oh,
if I take that away, so we can have a little look, okay? So you can see this beautiful vine as well. So how about we bring, you can use that independently, but how about we get this in so it will entwine with the leaves, okay? So I just need to pop that back in.
I love that because now that must help being able to see the parchment with the light panel.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Because now, I mean, the wonderful thing about being able to see through, so literally doing this is so easy, but you are utterly creating your own design now.
Very much so. Once you've got these plates, you become the designer. You just take the artwork, you take what suits you, and you just build up your own beautiful scene. So you'll see, I'm avoiding the leaves. I'm not going through where I've already done. And again, because we can see through the parchments, there's no need to worry about masking or anything like that, because we can see where I've already been and where I haven't been.
Yeah, it's so clever.
Yeah, we don't need to press too hard either, but it's okay to press. There's people that have tried traditional parchments and said, oh no, I can't do it because I've got a heavy hand. Well, with the Groovi plates, that's okay, because with the tool, there's nowhere for you to sort of press too hard. You just stay in the groove, just give them a nice press and away you go. The plates are deeply enough etched to give you a beautiful white, but they're not deeply enough etched that you can sort of, you know, you'll go a long way to go through the parchment.
Dig a hole into it.
For sure. Right, okay, so, I've missed a bit. Hello. There we go.
Hello.
All right. So, but if in doubt, I can lift this up and turn this over and have a little look.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
You can see now I've got this sort of entwined.
Yeah, that's it.
So then again, what I would do, like I did with the leaves, I would turn this around like so. Okay, and I would do the same up here.
Amazing.
Right? But I've done that already. I just wanted to show the process. So I've done one of those.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to take this one away for the moment. I'll come back into this one just because I've just realised I haven't put the square frame in. So that was a little bit silly. So let me just line that back up just for a second and just put my square frame in.
If you do want the beautiful one-day special, see, this is the thing. Every time a new plate comes out, it will mix and match with the plates you've got. It's just, you're just building up your arsenal every single time.
Very much so. You are increasing the versatility of your collection. You really are.
And they've all been really beautiful. I mean, every single one of them. If you do want this wonderful collection, you've got so many gorgeous elements, not just the main thing, there's so many extras. A quarter of the stock has gone. It's always busy as well. You're saving £8 almost, 13 wand. £31.96 is your price. 356518, that's your item number. It is brand new. It is your one-day special.
Right, okay, so I'm done for the moment with the plates.
Okay.
So I want to work on this frame a little bit. So I'm going to bring in my pink excellent embossing mat, okay?
Superb.
Now, if you're just sort of on the starter kit, then you will be using the foam side of your black double-sided mat.
Okay. So the more squidgy side
the more
of your
squidgy
double
side,
right.
yes. And you would now change your embossing tool as well, and you would move up to either the number 3 or number 4. I would say go for the largest one for the area that you're going to work on.
Right.
All right.
Obviously, in the starter kit, it's all really well explained. You've got the instructions, so it's dead easy to follow those. And it is, it's a great kit to go for. It's zooming in at the bottom.
Okie dokie. Right, so I'm just going to do just a small amount of white work just on these little sort of leaves on the sort of twiggy branch. So I've got choices. So say in the starter kit you have got the ball tools, and they go down inside. You've got 4, 3, 2 and 1. But also on the website we've got various tools. These are Pergamano tools, and these are kind of your step up, because these are very comfortable to hold. They're a little bit more sort of luxury.
Yeah, they're posh.
Yeah, they are posh. But once you realise that you absolutely love groovy and you're going to be doing it for a long time, it's worth then, treating yourself to, the
nice
more
tools.
sort of deluxe stuff as well. Okay, so shaders are a really nice way to go as well. So I tend to use the ball tools if I want to kind of colour in white a solid area. I tend to go with my ball tools, but if I want kind of more of a shaded sort of graduated white, then I tend to use my shader.
Fabulous.
Okay?
Again, all available on the website, all the tools.
Okay, so let's go up here. Let's start here. So I want, and again, so I'm going to focus just on that little area.
It's really handy that, isn't it? Because it does help focus your eye.
It does focus, and also when you're perforating, when you move on to that as well, it helps hold your parchment down. It is really, it's a multifunctional. So what I'm going to do is just gently, sweep along. Now you can pull the tool towards you, or you can take it away from you, but I'm not coming along and stopping. I'm kind of flicking up and off the parchment, and that's what gives me the graduated look, rather than it just coming to a dead halt. Okay.
And with something like this, I mean, at first it's just so gentle. It hardly looks like anything's been done.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what you want, because the thing is, when it then comes to your white work, you don't want to rush this, because you can buckle your parchment. This is one of the techniques. It's a traditional parchment technique, and you need to have a little bit of patience with this. So at home, I wouldn't be going any further than this. I probably would go a little bit lighter than this at home. It's just that obviously we want to see something on TV, don't we?
Yes.
So, and then I work on a few pieces at a time. So I would get it to this sort of gentle white, and then I would put it away, and then tomorrow I would get my various little pieces out and I would do another layer. Excellent. And what that does, it gives the parchment time to relax again, because you're stretching the fibres, and it will sort of relax back down, and then you can come back in and you can then go again and make it a little bit whiter.
So literally just build it up nice and gently.
Exactly. So you can see already it's a nice effect, isn't it? It's just a gentle kind of white, pretty shading. It's very elegant looking.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think that's the beauty of white work, though, isn't it? It is so gentle.
It is.
Right, shall I leave you for a little moment?
You can if you want, and I'm going to get some pens out.
Amazing.
Okay.
Pens are next. Right, let's have another little look at those beautiful finished samples using your one-day special. Hello and welcome back. Okay, the one-day special. How beautiful. So you have got your diddies. You've then got the larger plates. Look at all the detail. Look at all the different elements. You can see winter scenes. It might be summer scenes, just adding extra, maybe extra florals to it. Could be whatever you want, daytime, nighttime. It might be, I don't know, it might be a sea you're seeing as opposed to rolling hills. There's so many elements that you can take out of this that you can change. You don't have to put the mountains in there. You don't have to put the hills. You could put flowers there. There's so many different ways to use these. There's so many plates as well that'll match. I mean, when you look at that one down there, you know, I know there's plates with like hares and beautiful, lovely creatures. That'll go so well. No, it'll go wonderful with that. And the frames, every single frame is different, and every single frame you can create so many different looks. Let me show you some of the beautiful, beautiful cards. The footprints are ace, aren't they? There's so many elements, and it is when you look into them as ever that you'll see all the different choices. These don't have to be frames. You know, you've seen loads of gorgeous doodle things that you could use these for. You could fill these in. You might cut these out. That's a beautiful thing about the Groovi system, and the wonderful thing about parchment, to be fair, because there's that many techniques. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And I love the colouring. That is so pretty. And that just gives it a completely different feel, doesn't it? Because that is so summery. That is such a happy card, isn't it? Whether it's an anniversary, whether it's retirement. I love that. All the feet. And then, of course, the beautiful mountains. And look at that. All the leaves. That is this time of year. Most definitely. See, now have a look at this. That again, completely different. Completely different. Changing the heart, changing the frame, popping that into a heart. Actually cutting these elements out. I mean, that is layered. That's phenomenal. And then obviously these are our fantastic panorama dies, and look at that, our panoramic, and that is one of your panoramic scenes. And of course, taking the leaves, lifting them out, using them in a different way. Now, 30% of the stock has gone. I love looking at the finished samples because there's so many different ways of using it. There's so many configurations. And you know what? We are showing you samples just using these. As soon as you incorporate all the wonderful plates you've already built up at home, well, you already know it. The ways that you can use these are just endless. 356518, that's your item number. 3196, that is all you're paying. You have got so many elements here. That is such a phenomenal price. 356518. Now, we've also got them beautiful dies. You've got your diddy dies. You've also got the larger dies. Again, beautiful detail on these. Great for your backgrounds. See, that's why I do love these kind of dies. Cut them out to black, put them behind put them in front of an incredible background. You've got a work of art straight away. Now you've got two payments here, £27.48. 842795. You are saving £20 on that. That's such a massive saving. The saving here, you got a £3 saving here. And again, beautiful, beautiful stencils. Whether you're using them with your gel plates, whether you're going to be spritzing through these. Again, maybe you're going to be using these with the dies, with the actual plates. Everything will combine. Now, with this one, if you're a Freedom member, saving £5.49, 22.42. That's 269085. That's your item number. Now, I am going to mention the starter kit because I know we've been chatting a lot about the plate mate within the starter kit. The plate, see, this is such a good kit. Straight away, you can personalise whatever you're making. You've got your plate mate, so of course your plates are going to fit in here to give you that larger working surface, to give you that really nice, stable working surface. You've got the mat, so the mat's going to be perfect. Straight away, you're going to be working on this mat, and it's a good size. You will see the team working on this mat even when they've got all the, you know, all the posh tools. they'll still be working on this, maybe for different techniques, but they'll still be using it. You've then got your plates. Now, these are cracking plates. You've got more trees in this one. Now, you will be able to use these trees alongside what you've got in your one-day special. The hills, the moon. I mean, the moon, it might be a moon, it might be a sun. You will definitely be using those within this collection. Now, a beach ball, absolutely. You've also got the wonderful squares, brilliant frames. I mean, they are an essential. Now, there are your plates, good plates to start you off. You've also got the tools, that's the square. You've also got the tools, both double-ended tools. So you've got those ball tools to get you started. You've even got, I mean, you've got your parchment. You've even got your doodah, what's it? Tumble dryer sheet, that's the one. But then you've got full instructions. The instructions are really good. The comprehensive instructions, they'll give you beautiful techniques to get you started. And that's a really nice a first project. Imagine creating that as your first project. And the thing is, it's absolutely achievable. And that's the beauty of this. You will be able to get the start kit and get crafting. The only extras used on that are some to colour in and some pretty paper. That's it, and you've probably already got those in your stash. Now, if you do want your starter kit, really affordable, $49.99. Literally, you can get that home and get cracking. 2 payments, £25, 587104. Check the website out, hochanda.com. That's where you'll see all the other goodies. So, Maria's been talking about the Excellence mat, the wonderful light panel, which is just a bit posh. You've also got on there the colouring, all the colour mediums, the beautiful papers. Of course, you'll have seen loads of them used in the finished samples. All those 5-star reviews as well. Phenomenal. The card pack, we've got envelope pack, that's a mixed envelope pack as well, which is really handy. The craft card, gorgeous quality craft card. In fact, the bundles next to me are really, really good. If you do want those, really good quality. It's all available at hochanda.com or 01733 60 2000. Maria, we are back.
Okay, a little bit of colouring then.
A little bit of colouring.
So,
cheeky bit of colouring.
Cheeky bit of colouring. So I'm going to use my Perga exclusive pens.
Oh,
all right.
Exclusive.
So, yes, they are. These are fabulous. Value, quality, they're super cool, all right.
Sorry about my hands.
So I was going to apologise for the lid on my brown. Don't let your dog
worry. I mean,
don't
look
let
at
your
that.
dog chew you. There you go. Between us. Well, you know what? But we're crafters, aren't we?
Yeah, we're crafters with pets.
With pets, absolutely. So this, you get a pack of 30 and they are double-ended, okay? So you've got the nice bullet end there, and then you've got the super, super fine nib as well. So you can get in all those little nooks and crannies, great for, you know, your fine colouring and that sort of thing. They're really nice. The pens are really nice and juicy. These are not, you know, I've had pens in the past where they've dried up, you know. These I've been using for, about 4 years now.
Wow.
And they're still juicy.
The same set of pens?
Yeah, same. I'm probably due. I might be due some new ones soon. Get my order in now.
Yeah, the full set. Wow.
There you go. Look at that.
Nice.
That is, what's that, about 75p a pen or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I haven't a clue, I don't. Maths.
It's less than £1, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. That is amazing. £25 and £94. Beautiful colours, all double-ended. Are they 86 pence a pen? Are they water soluble, did you say?
They are water soluble.
Amazing. So you can do so many techniques.
You absolutely can. And I use them not just on my parchment, I use them on my rubber stamping as well, because, you know, my background is stamping. You know, we are Claritystamp. So I use these across the board. These are out all the time. All right?
For everything.
Yeah. So now you can apply them in various ways. You can just use them as a marker pen and colour in. You can pick the colour up from a blending nib. One of the ways that I like to use them is actually, I've got my mix mat in, my water mix mat. So I've scribbled them on, made a palette. So I'll put a couple of greens on here. as well. I love that you get various shades of, you know, the different colours. That's really, really nice.
Yeah, good greens then.
One of my favourite ways of blending is actually using a clear sparkle pen. So this is the Wink of Stella.
Lovely.
So it's just got a sort of a little bit, it's got the sparkle, but it's got like a carrier in there, and it's not sort of too wet. I'm still a little bit intimidated by a damp paintbrush, because what you don't want to do with your parchment is get it too wet, because it will buckle. All right. Okay. So this for me is kind of, I'm in my comfort zone with this. So what I'm going to do then is come in and pick up my colour. So I'm going to come and pick some of my paler green in. Let's have a look. I'm going to go with this leaf here, and all I'm going to do is just come in.
So you're working from the back, aren't you?
I am working on the back, because the sparkle isn't what I'm particularly wanting here. It's the blendability. So you can see there, look at that blend, isn't that lovely? Yeah. So I'm going to go
ridiculously easy as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got no kind of brush strokes or anything there. Here we go. So I've got kind of a full colour. So let's just move on to get rid of the excess from that colour. Then I've got some...
Obviously that isn't your finished project.
No, it isn't. No. This is... all my edges are always my scribbly bits. So don't worry about that. So I'm going to pick up some red now, because I love this time of year when you get, you know, all the different, the russets and that sort of thing.
Oh, the yellows. Yeah. Where I walk the dog, oh my gosh, there's a tree and the leaves are bright yellow. You know, when it's a beautiful blue sky and they're set against the blue sky, it's just, oh, it's so nice.
It is lovely, isn't it?
So many pictures of the yellow tree. Yeah.
Right, here we go. So again, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to come and give these another I'm going to give them some shade, some shadow in here. So I'm going to come in with this sort of a mustardy type colour.
Wonderful.
And just pop that over like so. So this is just got the right amount of sort of damp.
Beautiful,
for what I need. There we go. Okay, so then, again, get rid. And then what I want to do is bring in some sort of shade as well, give it some real sort of depth. Now, I could use the Wink of Stella, all right? Yeah. Or I could, just so I can sort of show how we can use various things. So this is my Pergamano blending pen with nib. And this is another way that is quite good. So, for example, I started there. Let me just check. So it's pretty much dry. That's okay. So I'm going to pick up a little bit now of this darker green.
So you're not actually using anything to pick it up that isn't wet, is it? It's just
the nib. No, it isn't, because I don't want the colour to move too much. I just want to add sort of some...
Gosh, what I could do is working.
Yeah, it is. That's the effect that I want. If I wanted this wet, if I want to get more of this colour on with this, I could either, you know, just dampen the nib very, very slightly, okay? But that's not what I'm going for here. I just want to be able to have a bit more control over the amounts of colour. Yeah. Because it's, in a way, it's kind of, I'm sort of turning it into a dry medium. Yeah. In a way. Here we go. So you can see there, see how that shade is, isn't that nice?
So, but you're in real control. Yeah. Because you're putting it on it as a dry medium.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're keeping that so controlled. Yeah. If you do want the blending pen with the nibs, I mean, you'll see that used with the dorsal oil as well, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you use that with the dorsal oil's lush.
And you'll see that probably throughout tomorrow at some point.
Perfect.
So again, coming into the russet leaf now. Same again, so I'm just picking that colour, I'm just dragging it in to give it just that little bit of shade, just a little bit of depth.
Beautiful.
There we go. You don't have to be a clever colourist, all right? Because I'm not. I don't have time to practice sort of, you know, clever colouring. So for me, I've got to be able to kind of wing it. And for me, that's exactly what I'm doing.
It's not
right. So let's get some of this paler brown here and just change. This is a little bit bright for my taste.
Does the mix your mat come with anything, or?
I think there is a pack now. What would that come with? I think it may come with a paintbrush.
Oh, we've got the doodahs.
Oh, that's a blending mat, isn't it?
Is that's a different one?
It is. Yeah,
that's a different one.
Although you could use that if you wanted to, but is the idea of the mix mat is you've got one for water base. So, for example, whether you're using the Pega colour pens or the Pega liner pencils, you've got the different sort of mediums. So you've got water based and you've got the oil based with the Pega pencils.
Yeah, of course.
So you don't get them mixed up. Because if I went in here and thought, all right, I'll get some Dorso oil on there, it's not going to move because I've got the wrong. If it's just sitting there, you can't tell. And you might forget. If I come to this tomorrow, I'm going to go, what did I use on that? You see. So it's marked for you. Okay.
Cool, yeah.
All right, so you can see there, I've just got this nice sort of shade. So should we turn that over and have a little look from the front? So see the difference that is made on
and
there.
this is it, isn't it? When you do the drawing from the back, the colouring from the black, when you see it on from the right side, A, your white lines really pop.
They are
but B,
dominant.
your colours are more muted.
They are indeed, but also, as you say, you know, it's neater. Your work is neater if you haven't got a particularly steady hand. And then you mentioned about the sparkle, and just so you know, because it's clear, if we want to now, we could go on from the front. I mean, we've also, you know, we've got Perga glitter and mapping pens as well, which is cool. But if you just want to squidge over a little bit of that.
See, that's quick, easy, but gorgeous.
It is, but it is. And as that dries, the shimmer on that is really very, very pretty.
Yeah, that's rather exquisite.
Yeah.
And again, not too much, because you don't want to saturate that. You don't want it to buckle.
No,
amazing.
You don't. So I would colour all of that, including the lovely twiggy sort of vine as well. So I went with dark browns with that. But then let's just, because time's sort of ticking on, I would only be doing the same all the way around the frame there with the colouring. Okay. So let's work in the middle. So instead of doing the groovy panoramic scenes in there, let's bring in some of the other things.
Amazing.
So we've got one of the dies.
Amazing.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Right, if you do want any of this, you know what to do. How long have we got left? 12 minutes. We've got 12 minutes.
Okay.
If you want it, 842-795. That's your item number now. That's the dies that our Maria's moving on to. And this is such a massive saving. £20 there. You can get them single. So if you do want to go for individuals, you've got those choices. $14.99. But with this collection, you are definitely getting one of those for nothing. You know, definitely, and then some. So if you do want to make that huge saving, $54.95, 842-795, that's your item number. 2 payments, £27.48. Okay, our Maria.
Right, so I'm going to cut from double-sided adhesive sheet.
Right.
Now this, feel how thick that is.
That's a nice thick one.
That's really thick, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
So what I need to add to my cutting combination is a metal shim.
Right, okay.
So I've got one of those. So I'm just going to get my sandwich ready. So my die, I'm going to go with this really beautiful tree. Should I give that one? Oh, I've got a bit stuck in it. Where's my one little tiny bit? It'll annoy me if I... No, it isn't. It's gone. It must have been on my finger. There you go. It's on my finger. See, I thought I was slacking. Right, so let me give that to you just for a minute.
Indeed.
Okay? So you can see what I'm going to do.
Feel like a magician's assistant.
Indeed. Well, you're lovely. Aren't you? Very good. You have to give it a flourish as well with your hand. All right. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cut into this, and I need my metal shim. But what I'm going to do now, if I try to put this on here, because these tend to get quite sort of buckled. Yeah. Okay. And if I put this on here, that is going to slide. I am frightened of that sliding.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my sandwich the opposite way to what I normally do. Okay. Just the layering up. I'm going to layer up from sort of the top to the bottom, if you like. Okay. So this is how it would be if I was going in the correct like this. So let me just think for a second. So this is the other way. So I'm going to have the top plate, and I'm going to have my magnet, and I'm going to have my plastic shim here, and then I am going to have my die that way up, okay, and my double-sided sheet, okay, because I know then it's not going to be sliding around. It's a good tip, that.
Yeah, because when they are that wobbly.
Yeah. And as I say, because it's wax paper, you see, it wants to slide around. I've got a spare anyway, but it's always worth,
in case.
passing the little tips on, isn't it?
I love it, because that. What do you say? That's the biggest sandwich ever.
Nothing wrong with a good
light
size
panel
sandwich.
Wasn't going through the machine.
No, don't put
That wasn't part of the butter.
No.
No, greedy.
There we go.
Have you guys not had your tea?
Are they all hungry?
Yeah, me too.
So just to be on the safe side, again, because it's cut in a really thick medium here, I'm going to put it through twice. Probably doesn't need it, but live TV, anything can happen.
And the thing is with it, because it is an adhesive, sometimes they can still stick together, can't they? You find
they absolutely
the little
can.
elements.
Right,
where
there
is
we
it?
go. So where? This is the bit where your heart goes, oh, please work. Please have the combination correct. There we go. So, okay, so if I pull out, it does look good because I can see all the little bits. I can see the design through.
Yeah.
So, there we go. Say, I've got a spare anyway. There you go.
Perfect.
Lovely. Look at that. So it's just going to pop. We've just got a few little bits left. They are cut. All right.
Beautiful.
So we just take them like so. And if I wanted to, see, I've got most of those still in the die. I mean, I could capture those. Yeah, I'm not, you know, on this demo, I'm not going to. But I could do. So there you go. That's it cut. If I give that to you while I get rid of all my bits and bobs. Isn't that lovely? Yeah.
Apparently after this, I do have my head chopped off.
Yeah.
Or am I sawn in half? Yes, sawn in half.
Could be interesting. Oh, bless
the other one wasn't a magician's thingy, was it? No, more Henry VIII, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right. 7.5 minutes. I'll stop talking about.
No worries.
Chopping up.
So, so we're going to use this in the middle of the piece. So we're going to chop into it a little bit because we don't want the frame. But also, if we wanted, let me grab my scissors.
See, she did bring it back to being chopped up.
Yeah, that's true. Not intentional, I promise. So if we want the whole of the scene here, all I would do is just come in like so and just literally cut the frame away. Now I could do that with a die because we've got our lovely nested squares as well. Yes. But I can just come in and, you know, this is hassle free, isn't it? Look, I can just.
Well, and you can see the actual square anyway, can't you?
You can. Now let's say also that I don't want all of this design, because we don't have to have all of it. So I like the hills. I mean, I like all of it. But let's say, for example, we didn't want the mountains. So all we would do there is just come in, chop the mountain away. Chop the mountain away from there.
Charlotte's crying the loss of the mountains.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Soz.
Maybe you need a holiday to somewhere where they've got mountains, Charlotte.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Right, here we go. So that's what we've got.
Beautiful.
So what I've done then is I have taken my piece, all right, and then we have a little look. Now you see it's quite big, that covers that frame. Now I could trim it down, but what I did on the other piece, I actually cut a little frame to make it sort of neat and there you go. See?
Dink.
Okay. So it's up to you. It's up to you. All right.
Dink.
So let's take the adhesive from, this is a bit where, there we go. Oh, that was easy. That was, it's not easy, I've brought the wrong bit off. Hang on a minute, I brought the wrong, because there's two sides and I want this little, that's the one.
Got it.
I knew it was too easy. Goodness me. There we go. Perfect. So let's say I've got it to the exact size that I want, all right? Yeah. So I'm going to put it here and we're going to say that we're going to cover the edges with a frame. Okay?
Wonderful.
So we're going to just
the
pop that.
adhesive on the show.
It's in a pack with acetate as well, because some cool, you make shaker cards and that sort of thing. All right, cool. Now, so I say, let's not worry about that. Let's imagine that we've had time at home and it's trimmed out. It's all nice and neat anyway, okay?
Wonderful.
So now we've got choices, because we've got this layer of sticky. What do we want to do with it?
Yes.
So on the finished piece, I've used gilding flakes. But we could also use Perga glitter.
Of course.
Right, so what do we want? Do we want Perga glitter or do we want gilding flakes?
Oh.
What do you want, Charlotte?
Charlotte, Perga glitter or gilding flakes?
You can have any you want.
She's just squeaking instead. Yeah,
Is she still traumatised about the mountain?
She's trauma.
Right, well, do you know what? What about if we do the glitter, simply because we can see the gilding on there, can't we?
Good,
so let's have a look, and then we can...
That's what Charlotte said, apparently.
There you go. Yeah, okay. So all we're going to do is just take this away.
If you do want those double-sided adhesive sheets, they do come with your acetate. They are going to be there, zooming in at the bottom of your screen. In fact, look, zoom. 875575, that's your item number. If you want the Perga glitters that come in that fabulous little case.
There you go, look. There you go. Oh. Now I won't traumatise Charlotte any further. I won't give her a choice of the glitter. I'll just choose
that's a good idea.
So you've got 6. You've got hint of gold, hint of silver, hint of copper, hint of pink, hint of blue, and a hint of green. They are anti-static. They are super, super fine.
Beautiful.
They're really, really nice.
And they're really interesting because they've got the same kind of tone, but it's the hint ofs that really do make a difference. Yeah,
because they are they're iridescent, you see. So and they'll look different when you put different colours behind them as well. So I've just sprinkled this on, and I'm just giving this a press into the sticky. Now, normal glitter, when I say normal glitter, you know, sort of just, well, not so good quality glitter. I can't touch it. I absolutely, I can't. I would be cringing right
it's
now.
Nice
but
and
this,
soft, isn't it?
It's literally like dust. It's just beautiful glitter.
It's nicer than dust.
It is. So I'm just going to give this a little sort of, hello.
It was going so well.
It was. There we go. I'm going to give that a little bit of a tap. We've got that. Right, here we go. Now, if I give that to you, and then what? Now, to bring that out, so you can see that on the parchment, we could do with, if I give you a paper pad, all right, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Isn't it?
That does now look so wintry.
Yeah,
doesn't
and then
it?
if we put colours behind it as well, there you go, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That is really pretty.
Yeah.
And every single one will make it look different.
Yeah, very much so. But isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
So again, you know, just mixing and matching. We've got our groovy going on, and then we've just, you know, just whatever you want. You've got your dye. So you've got
exquisite, exquisite. And whether you use a glitter, whether you use gilding flakes, they both look exceptional.
They do, don't they? Just a little frame, and that's all it needs.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, if you do want those wonderful dies with that massive £20 saving, the details are there. 842795. What a beautiful collection. So many things you can do with this. And of course, combining it with your one day special just gives it an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous look. That's the actual dies, but this is your one day special. I'm going to show you finished samples because that's what I want to see. A third of the stock has gone. This is the launch show, so busy. I'm not surprised, they're wonderful. Anyone thinking of going for these, Maria, whether they're brand new, whether they're adding to the collection, why have you loved working with them? I
think because they're for all year round, they offer so many occasions. I like the concept of the panoramic. I like also being able to use these individual. I like that when you look at all the samples, everything's different. Yeah. The scenes can be different. It can be a different occasion. You can just keep it quite simple. You can go for, you know, all out with your techniques. This one here, you'll see this is just elements. Brilliant. You know, it's nothing to do with the panoramic. That looks like an envelope. It does, doesn't it? That is brilliant. Yeah, and that's it, isn't it? You are literally taking whatever you want from every single plate. They're going to mix and match beautifully. Yeah, the cutting from Karen. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Smaller piece here from Glynis. Again, just very, very lovely. The tree there, isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And then the you know, the hills in the background. The colours. These are gorgeous. Okay, beautiful. We are so running out of time. Please check your baskets out. Maria will be back with you at 8 o'clock with more gorgeous ideas. Thank you, Maria. Have a lovely show at 8. Thank you. Thank